Hey everybody, hope you guys are doing alright. Shit, I'm trying to get this out. So I want to talk a little bit about a video Aubrey Marcus shared with everybody who watches his channel today, and it had RFK in the clip as well. And they brought up a real good point that I think we should all remember is back in the 1770s during the American Revolution. At that time, it was thought that a bunch of farmers, and which is essentially us, our forefathers of this nation, were just a bunch of farmers with pitchforks and fucking adventuristic men. I don't know what that adventure type men. Fucking, there's a word for it. I can't think of it right now. But anyway, that's essentially what we were. We were just a bunch of dudes on the fucking land, farming, doing our thing. But like to the thought of defeating the British Empire, which at the time I think was the biggest empire of the whole fucking world. They had a whole navy. They had all these type of shits. They're trained fucking military. They knew what the hell they were doing. All these type of things. To think that a bunch of farmers, doing all their thing on the land, will be able to beat that beast system, that organization. I'm nothing against the British, but just that empire doing its thing. It's done a lot of bad stuff. Just being real, was like unfathomable. Like a lot of people didn't believe they could do it. I mean, actually, I don't know about that, but that's what they said on their video. You have to think that there had to be enough people that thought they could do it, otherwise they wouldn't have attempted it. But they definitely made the attempt, and they were successful, so my hat goes off to them. But the huge thing about it was they were farmers, so they had a way to feed their army and their children, okay, and their family, okay? They knew how to live off the land. They knew the secrets of the land. They knew the things that the land could provide for them just walking around and scavenging. This was also when the land was very abundant. We've destroyed a lot of our natural resources here through consumerism. Okay, so again, an army is only effective as its weakest link. If an army does not have the food, the water, the gas, the weapons, the medicine, all these type of things they need to be a successful and victorious and strong army, they're not going to be a victorious and strong army. How can you expect an army to keep fighting if they have no food in their bellies? Or if they have no water to drink? Or if they have no gas for their vehicles? Or if they have nothing to repair when things break down? Okay, so we need a supply chain. We need our own independent infrastructure to produce the goods that we need to fight the good fight. We do not have this right now, okay? Not only do we need that to fight the good fight, we need to develop this to stop perpetuating this evil corruption, okay, on a spiritual level. This is a spiritual battle. So if we continue doing these jobs, these activities, it's continuing to put curses on ourselves. I mean, essentially, that's what it is. People do... It's different for everybody because it also goes into what you choose to do with the money that you earn. Like, how do you treat people at the work that you're at? Like, what do you think about? Are you trying to do stuff to change the system? Like, all these things go into factors. So just saying that it put curses on you, I mean, it's different for everybody. But essentially, us continuing collectively to perpetuate this capitalistic, corrupt society, the satanic system, is fucking us over in a number of different ways. So this is why it's imperative, if we are to be successful in this fight, that we utilize the hemp plant. George Washington was a hemp farmer. The Constitution was written on hemp. They used hemp for ropes for a very long time, dude. I mean, that's what the country was founded on. That's why when they made it illegal, it was one of the most unpatriotic and criminal and evil things they did to this country. Because it allowed Big Pharma to come in, allowed Big Tech to come in, it allowed all these fucked up industrial complexes to come in and be successful. And they outlawed its competition, which is the hemp. So we need to develop our own infrastructure. That is the first step in beating this battle. That will give us the supply chain to be able to train the men, to fight the battle, to develop the militias, also to give us the security to make sure that we can continue eating food that's good for us and not insects or all this other whatever type of shit they're planning on feeding us, or even what's available now is not good. Most of it is not good. And if it is good, it's going to be expensive. This is also why we need to get back to a non-profit-based system or some type of a fair-based bartering system that's not exploiting the earth and other human beings. Trade an apple for an apple. No more. It's that simple. There is a spiritual reverberation and effect when you exploit and seek out greed. When you charge something for more than it's worth, just for you to get more money than you really need than an item's really worth, you're cursing yourself. And you're also taking from the earth and saying, hey, I'm going to take something that's only worth so much. I'm going to add a few bucks on it that there's no value for that. So you're actually incurring more collective debt when you choose to profit off of items. That's why it needs to stop. I know you guys don't want to hear this, but it is what it is. The thing about you people that are already rich, y'all can keep most of your riches. I mean, I don't care. Like, I'm not saying everybody has to liquidate everything. Like, people who've already accumulated wealth, good for you guys, man. You know, keep the majority of it. I mean, we all got to share a little bit of what we got. If you got something, whether it's a mind, whether it's hands, whether it's a body, whether it's a heart, whether it's some money, we all need to chip in something, man. Okay. That's what they did. They put their lives. I mean, what more of a sacrifice is it for a man to put his life down for his country and his fellow men and for the righteousness and goodness of all? I mean, that's much more of a sacrifice than somebody who's given $1 million or any amount of money. Okay, it's just money, dude. Your life is your life. That's your love. That's a human being. That's a creature. That's something that's real. That's existing. Money is really just paper and resources. It's everywhere. It doesn't have nerves. It doesn't have feelings. Okay, you can always make more money. If you really believe in the faith, you really think Yahushua, the word, karma, whatever it is you follow, if you're following the good path, then you should know that when you give, things come back to you. Like, do you really think if you give out your heart a bunch of money to some type of a cause, do you really think you're going to be left bankrupt and broke and unhappy? No. But if you keep thinking like that, then you're going to stay like that because you're not going to want to share. I'm not saying that that's how you guys think, but it is a potentiality. It is a possibility. So anyways, you know, I'm not trying to come off all mean or crazy or anything. I'm just saying that the first step in fighting back against this beast system is developing our own independent infrastructure. It's that simple. And the hemp plant is here to do it all. So I hope you guys take heed. So, all right, I'm going to continue on. But again, I've got to work a job and do other things. So like the frequency of me pushing this it's not going to be the same as it was just because I'm not going to have as much time or energy, especially when I start working. So, all right, I love y'all. Y'all take care. Bye.